Good morning, Tri-Makers. We're in the Tri-Make group, right?
Yeah. Hey guys, we wanted to do a quick video here about the benefits of being a distributor. So we don't talk about this very often. Not sure why.
We probably should because, well, we're going to get into the benefits, but there's so many benefits for you to be a distributor, and it's not that hard. I think the word distributor is a little scary, but it's not scary. It doesn't have to be scary.
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't use the word distributor. Like, we're looking for people to be a part of Team True Form that might want to help share the word about who we are, what we do, and then there's benefits to not just you, but the people in your community as well.
And I think a nice way to think about it is to share your benefits, or to be able to share the results that you've had with the people you love. So think about what Tri-Make has done for you. Has it helped you improve your sleep? Has it helped reduce your restless legs? Or has it helped with some anxiety? And think of the things that it's helped or improved in your life, and then think of the ones you love when you want them to have the same thing.
And I think, for example, like we see, I see a lot of different people selling all kinds of different products from around the world. And like sometimes I'll see someone that we know that's close in our community, and they're like, "Hey, I'm selling this," and I'm like, "Why don't you sell our stuff?" And I'm like, but I don't think we do a great job. It's still new to us, and we don't want to be like in people's face and like being like, "Sell our product now." We just want to share that we do have the opportunity for you guys to like sell products of ours if that interests you, and at least let you know that that is an option if that's a road you want to go down.
That's right. So one of the biggest benefits is that, I'm going to use that big word again, distributor, but when you order as a distributor, you're getting a discount rate from our regular retail rate, so you would be saving money on your products.
That's right. So we have a minimum order of 12 bottles. So most people have ordered three or six, but the minimum order for a distributor is 12. But on that 12, each bottle is cheaper. So then you're kind of saving money. Well, you're not kind of. You are saving money on each bottle that you purchase that you may use for yourself or that you may sell to someone else.
And then, of course, you have the opportunity to make money on each bottle as well. So then, pardon?
Yeah, turn that.
I don't know where he's going, but anyway, so then you have a chance to make money on a little side income as well, and basically you're getting your bottle for free when you're distributing.
Yeah, so and that's something else. So there's like a thing, like everyone kind of wants to work from home. They kind of want to do their own thing. It's challenging, not really sure how to do that, how they can step away from their regular careers. But so this is an option for you to be able to make money on the side, and for you to be able to, I lost it. Oh, work from home. So you can make money on the side and work from home. And we're not one of those people. We're not those type of people that are going to be like, "Oh, you're going to make millions of dollars, quit your job tomorrow."
No.
Like, we work every day on selling our products and services and letting people know what we have. We do that through information. So that's something that we will encourage as we grow our distribution team, and let them know that we don't want to be a company that's known for like product, sale. We're information based, and we want to let our fans and followers and customers know that we're here for it, to offer information. And if people want to purchase, you can purchase the products as well.
That's right. And we're here for support as well, which I think is a big difference that sets us apart. Is we're not just going to send you a box of 12 or a case of 12 Tri-Make, for example, and then say, "There you go, your own, sell it." We're always there to support and to help you, and to give you sales tips and help spread the word. So, for example, if you are, let's just throw it out there, let's say you're in Edmonton, for example, anybody that requests products from Edmonton, we're going to send them to you, for example.
That's right.
So we'll help.
Yeah, we'll definitely help. So a couple myths, I think, when it comes to maybe helping a team market or being a part of a team is that there's a huge upfront cost. So I've seen some of those network. We're not a network marketing company. We should mention. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but you don't have to. Like, one of the myths I think is people think you have to get people under you if you want to sell our products. You don't have to do that. We don't have like a large complex scale like some companies. So it's very simple. Like, you get a different price, and then you order your quantity, and you don't have recurring charges. You don't have a monthly fee or a monthly bill. We're not going to continue to ship you product if you don't need it.
Right.
So you order your product, and then that's what you have until you sell it, and then you say, "Hey guys, I need some more product," and then we ship out more product.
That's right. There's no monthly minimum. The only minimum that we do have for distributor pricing is that you order a case of 12, but it's not.
That's TriMag.
TriMag.
Then we have a minimum order of 8 for CTP.
And where you, like, there's no minimum monthly. You have to order 12 a month, or you have to order 8 of the Complete Truth protein a month. You just have your minimum order per order, and if you want to hang on to it and sell it over a couple of months, that's fine. If you're not ready to reorder right away.
Right. So those are a couple of the myths that you're not caught up. There's not like you don't have to spend $500, $1,000 to get in. So it's very simple to start, and there's no obligation. We don't expect you to sell. We don't expect you to do anything really. Like, we're going to give you some tips on things that you can do to get the word out to help grow your team. But I think those are a couple myths that we wanted to squash right away. Is like, we're not promising you that you're going to change your life overnight. It will make a difference though. And we also want to let you know that there's not a whole bunch of upfront fees and costs like some other companies if you want to try to get in on their team.
Mm-hmm. So we do have, if you're interested, we do have a distributor price list for you as well.
Okay, so some of the things that could help with, is that a good time?
You want to start selling tips?
Yeah.
So if you
are selling tips.
Sharing tips?
Sharing tips.
Sharing tips?
Recommendations.
Some of you, we do have a few distributors already, but if you're thinking about becoming a distributor, we do have a few tips that we found over the years have been really helpful making connections with people. So one of the biggest things is that we want to create relationships with other people. We don't want to just get in their face and sell a product. We want to develop trust and get to know them, and as opposed to just going up to friends or family or strangers and trying to push a product on them.
And in most cases, you're going to, like, those that would like to join our marketing team, you're going to be talking to your friends and family first. Those are the ones that you're going to know. Of course, you already have a relationship. You've already built that trust. So those are the ones that you're going to be selling or working with first. So I think that's important to recognize, is that those are the ones. Those will give you a better idea of their feedback, how to work with them, and how to develop that relationship maybe on a deeper level. And then you reach out and expand further, and you find new relationships or new connections of people that might be able to benefit from our products, from your products.
Mm-hmm. And a big thing about it is being a good listener. So, for example, if you're in conversation with somebody and they're talking about how they're having a really hard time sleeping, for example, then you can, like after you've developed trust in a relationship, you can say, "Hey, I know a while back you had mentioned you are still having trouble sleeping. How's that going?" And then you can, did you know that TriMag helps improve your sleep? If you'd like to try some, I can give you, I sell. And there's nothing wrong with saying that you are selling the products. I think sometimes we shy away from saying, "Hey, I sell magnesium," or "Hey, I sell Complete Truth protein. I sell this amazing magnesium supplement." But it's okay. We have to tell people that we sell it so they know they can get it from us.
Yeah, if you don't tell them, they don't know.
That's right.
Like, we've had people that have been distributors, and then someone's like, "Oh, I heard so-and-so talk about it. Can I get it from you?" We're like, no. If you heard them talk, because we want to support those distributors that are working with us. So we said, if you heard about it from them, you should order from them. Like, "Oh, I didn't know that they were a distributor."
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we encourage, you have to let people know that you're working for and with the company. You have to let your potential customers and clients know that you sell the product. Because otherwise, how are they going to know that you have it for them to buy from you?
Yeah. And just make sure when you're talking about it and promoting it that it's on a needs basis. So you find the need first.
That's right. And that like Dorothy was saying, that comes through conversation. So when you're having conversations with different people, you can find out, like, oh, like I'm having digestion issues. Like, oh, you're having digestion. Did you know that Complete Truth Protein helps with digestion? So that's something that could help improve their lives. And I think for us as individuals, as human beings, and as a business, we want to help people. Mm-hmm. So if you want to help people as well, it wouldn't take much for you to be like, oh, like I've tried this product and it works great in baking. Why not? Like, why don't you give it a try and see if it'll work for you?
Mm-hmm. And we all know what it's. I'm sure this has all happened to us, but we all know what it's like when we get those mass messages as people we haven't heard from in a really long time.
Please
since high
don't
school.
Do that.
That's like, hey, I'm selling a new product. Do you want to buy some? Like, that is the worst thing to do.
And the last thing we'd recommend.
And the last thing we recommend is to send a mass message or a copy paste message. And if you haven't spoken to someone in a long time, then build a conversation with them first before you start pushing products.
Right. So some of the things that we recommend is after you deliver your product to your customer, then you follow up with them. So for us to deliver, we like to. These are some of our tips. They're not secrets because lots of you guys have ordered from us in the past, and like this is what we do to develop trust and to work with customers. We want to develop relationships. So once you deliver your product, we would suggest putting it in maybe a nice little bag, maybe a nice little handwritten card.
Mm-hmm. The delivery really makes your first impression, right? The first impression of the product. So a lot of times we like to put it in a little gift bag, like a little paper gift bag, maybe a little tissue paper in there with a card and a handwritten card that thanks them for their support and for their purchase, and letting them know that you're there if they need you, and let them know how they can reach you. Do you want them to text you or email you or Facebook you? Let them know the ways that they can get a hold of you. But the thing is, like Drew was just mentioning, we need to reach out to them because a lot of times people aren't going to message you. And I'm not sure why that is, but a lot of times we won't say, hey, I'm out of TriMake, I need more. It's us building those connections with them. Oh, it's been a month since you've ordered. Are you needing a new bottle? Like making those connections. But always you want to let them know as well how to use the product.
So we like to follow up, like after you deliver the product or after the shipment arrives, we like to follow up maybe 2 or 3 days after. That could seem a bit short, and maybe that's a bit short, but we are excited and we're interested. Like, we're excited that it arrived. Like, oh, it arrived. Did you get a chance to try it? Because we want people to use it and we want people to see the benefits of it. So we get excited about it. But if that seems a bit short for you, at least follow up within a week, around 6-7 days, and just say, hey, did you get a chance to use any of the products, and have you, like, how has it been going, or have you tried it? Because they may have questions. Maybe they have questions, not sure how to use it, or maybe they don't like the smoothie recipe, or they don't like how they're using the TriMake. So you go and you follow up with them, and you can offer suggestions if they have issues.
And if you are dropping it off to your customer, it's always nice to check in with them. I don't think you were saying 2 or 3 days. Like, I don't think that's too short. Like, just a quick message just says, hey, did you get your product, right? Because maybe it's sitting on their front step still because they forgot. You don't know, right?
Mm-hmm. And we've had all kinds of things. I had a friend that had 2 different mailboxes.
Oh,
Justin.
Oh.
And he ordered, and he's like, so we had it delivered, and then he's like, and it was like a week later, and it was my fault that I didn't follow up. So these are learning lessons that we've learned we want to share with you. And it was like a week or 2 later, and he's like, I thought you said you delivered that product. And I was like, it was a week ago. And then I was like, we put it in your, it wasn't us, we had someone else deliver it for us. Like, we put it in your mailbox. And he's like, oh, I didn't check that mailbox. And I'm like,
You have two?
Why do you have two? So it's just those little things that we don't know, but you have to follow up. Or if it's like you put it on the front step and they're expecting on the back step, like
Right.
so we're like, hey, so we would say, hey, did our distributor drop that off for you? Like, no, I haven't found it yet. Like, oh, well, they said they dropped it off on the front porch. Like, oh, well, we don't use the front porch. I thought they're going to drop it on the back porch. So you have to. That's why it's so important to be like, hey, did you get that? At least see if they received it as well, because otherwise it could be sitting in a place where it's not being used.
Mm-hmm. And just remember, the whole basis of your conversations is on connecting with them. One of the questions, like asking them if they have questions, doesn't really work out so well. Hey, do you have any questions? You have to engage a little bit more. Have you tried it yet? How did you like it? Do you need different ways on how to use it? How's the taste? So engaging in conversation.
And with you following up, it doesn't, like, you're not harassing people or you're
No.
not bothering people. I think that's a big issue when you get into like working with a company. Like, oh, I don't want people to, like, I don't want to be in someone's face all the time. I don't want to be bothering them. But if you come from it like a caring approach, like, we care. We want to make a difference in people's lives. So that's why we're reaching out, and that's why we're asking questions and trying to develop these relationships. So if you reach out and say, Did you get your product? How's it working for you? You're not bothering the person or harassing them. You're showing them that you care.
And a lot of times, or most often, I always have people that thank me. Oh, thanks so much for checking in. Mm-hmm. Then they appreciate you checking in rather than just selling them a product and not hearing.
Like, no, okay, great, thanks for the sale.
Yeah.
See you never.
See ya. All right. So I really haven't had anyone be like, oh, I wish she wouldn't talk to me. They're always really appreciative that you check in.
So it's the check to see if they got the product, then you follow up in about a week, and then we probably leave that for 2 or 3 weeks just to let them use the product, let them try it, and then you come back in a few weeks and just say, hey, did you get a chance to see any benefits? Like, have there been any benefits? Do you have any issues or questions that I can help with? You're there. It's not like, I feel like once you have like a client or someone that you're working with, that's someone that you are there to support on a regular basis. Don't just forget about them, because then they'll forget about you, and you want to be there to help them, and you're hoping that they'll use the product and the product will help improve their health and their lives. And that's a way to stay in contact with them and keep your relationship, because we think that relationship, like building a network through relationships, is the best way to help people improve their health.
I always like to ask after it's like the 3 week mark, 3 week mark. I always like to ask them specific questions, like, what are 2 things that you have enjoyed or you haven't noticed improvement on? Or if it's CTP, what are 2 recipes that you've tried that you've really liked? And then maybe what's 1 thing that didn't go so well that you might need help with? I always like to ask more engaging questions to get people talking. Another thing is to keep track of your orders, of when people ordered, so that you can go back and be, ooh, Susie ordered on September 1st and now it's October, what is it, 4th today? Whatever it is, doesn't matter. She should be needing a new bottle. Check in with her and ask if she needs a refill. Because a lot of people just don't think about asking for a refill, right? They're like, oh, I was so busy, I was gonna message you, and I just forgot to message you.
Or they don't. You'd be surprised about how many people don't want to bother you.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I didn't want to bother you, I'll just get it from somewhere else.
Right.
And this is what we do. It's not a hobby. And this is how we feed ourselves. So that's why you have to let people know, like, I'm a distributor, I sell these products, and then at that point they should probably know you get a little bit of a cut from it. So if you don't tell people, they're not going to know, and they think they're just going to bother you. So it's okay to let them know. But I think education around products is important. Like, we're big on education and letting people or helping people understand how to use the product and the benefits. So, for example, we know that this is this is going to last a month, and then Dry Mag is going to last about a month as well. The small bags, then we have a 2-pound bag. So this is 14 servings, so most people don't have a smoothie every day. But that's why you want to follow up around the 3-week mark to be like, hey, how are things going? Because you know their product is just about done. And then when it comes to TriMag, it's a month supply. So again, people tend to forget, but around that 3 week, around the month mark, they should be looking for to refill their order. So you want to make sure that they know you're there for them if they need to refill their order.
And you want to make sure they're using their product, because if they're not using it, they're not going to gain the benefits of it. So if you reach out after a month and they're like, no, I don't need a refill, well, can I send you some recipes on how to use your smoothie CTP? Or same with baking. Oh, I just tried this really awesome muffin recipe with CTP. I think you would really enjoy it. Would you like me to send that to you? So we want to make sure that they are using it. And if we get asked a question and we don't know, that's okay. If we don't know the answer, just be honest and say, oh, gee, that's a really good question. I'm not sure, but I will find out the answer for you. And then reach out to Drew and I and ask us. And we have tons and tons and tons of recipes on our website. So you can always, you don't have to come up with your own recipes is what I want to say, is go on trueformlife.com and share some of the smoothie recipes, share some of the baking recipes, for example.
Yeah, I think that's important. Like, first of all, we're a team, so we all work together. So if we have questions for you, we'll ask you. If you have questions, ask us. And then within our distributors and within our marketing team, we try to work together. Like, we follow up. Like, how are things going? Do you have any questions that you need answered? So we're there to support you on a regular basis. And we hope those that are working with us and helping us spread the word feel supported as well, because we don't want you to think like, here you go, here's the products, go out and sell them. Good luck.
Yeah, good luck.
Like, we're here for you. But at the same time, you have to let us know if you have questions,
right,
or if you have challenges. And then the other thing is, like, if you need product, like, let us know when it's getting close, so we can figure out a way to get you more product instead of being like, I'm out, need some help. And then we're like, oh, how are we going to get this to you? So let us know and just stay in communication with us, because we want to help you feel supported.
That's right. And just keep in mind that to be solution-based, so if somebody tried TriMag, for example, and, oh, that tastes awful, I don't like that, help them come to a solution as opposed to be like, oh, sorry about that.
Yeah.
Right?
That sucks.
That sucks.
So, and that's the thing. There's many different ways. Like, there's a bunch of different smoothie recipes. There's a bunch of different baking recipes. There's tons of different ways that you can use TriMag, like what you can mix it with, your dosages, what time of day you can take it. And I think that comes with education around the products. So using them yourself, and then gathering feedback from friends and family, and then when clients and clientele you're working with, making sure you're always asking questions and learning about the products and how they're using it, because that's going to help you in other areas of your life as well.
Drew and I always live by, we don't recommend anything we haven't tried ourselves or use ourselves. So that is something definitely that we would pass on to you guys as distributors, is if you're not using TriMag, then you probably want to be using it before you're selling it. Same with CTP. You want to be using it yourself. Or if you suggest a recipe, make sure you have tried it first before you go and suggest that somebody else tries it.
So when it comes to like working with the team, like being a distributor and selling some of our products, I think that it's important to note that like it does take work, and it takes time, and it takes consistency. So let's say, I mean, you don't have to we could suggest going to do trade shows if that's your type, if you're that type of person, but you don't have to. It would help you reach new people in your community. But you like talking to friends and family, letting them know, like we talked about, putting some posts up on social media. Like, you don't have to do it, and we don't recommend you doing it every day or putting up sales over sale after sale. But if you take a picture of you using you baking with CTP, or your morning smoothie, if you post that a couple times a week or once a month, something. But if you're never posting, if you're never showing a TriMag picture in one of your posts, like, then you're not going to find new customers. You're not going to find people that know that you're selling it, and you're not going to be able to continue to remind them that you have it when they're ready to purchase. So continually finding ways and outlets to share with people that this product can help, and it will. If you're interested in trying it, I'm here for you. Mm-hmm. But if you never post, if you never tell anyone, if you don't talk about it, it's going to be very difficult to help people with the product, because you're not sharing that information or knowledge with them, so they're not going to know where to go when it comes time for them to order.
I think that's it.
Okay.
I think so. I think we shared lots of tips with you.
Okay.
But to know too that we are here to support you as well. So like we said before, we're not just going to send you a case of TriMag or you know, a supply of CTP and there off you go. So make sure that you are reaching out to us as well if you need help, and we will do our best to reach out to you as well.
So if you guys are interested in joining our team, if you're interested in working with CTP or TriMag and helping spread the word, then we would love to have a conversation with you. Of course, we're looking for people that are like-minded and have similar morals and goals. Like, we're a little family here. We talk often and we hang out and we try to help one another out. So let us know if you're interested, and we can set you up with more details, and we can have that conversation of maybe how you can make supplemental income, how you can start working from home, how you can maybe start paying your bills, or maybe how you can get product for free.
Right.
So often that sometimes people's goals is to not make a bunch of money, but at least they're selling a few products so they can get their own for free, which is a pretty cool way to go about it as well.
Yeah. So yeah, just let us know if you're interested. We would love for you to join our little team, our True Form family.
All right, guys, have a great day. Shoot us a message if you're interested, and thanks so much for your support, regardless of whether you're using it or telling people about it, or if you're selling it. That really means the world to us. So thank you so much.
Thanks so much, guys. Bye.